Hey, welcome back everyone! And now it's off to Ridley's Lair. But in order to do that I have to go through Warfare. Which, in the first couple minutes here, everything's gonna look kinda familiar to you, but yeah, before I get into Ridley's Lair, there is something I do have to say. Remember how I said that I wouldn't backtrack, like once I get the boss, that would be it? Well, I kinda have to renege on that, because when you first enter Ridley's Lair, there's gonna be two directions at the very beginning, either left or right, which I'll show you once I get there, but, I'm gonna try to make this one part instead of two videos, which, that's what I'm going for here. If I have to put it into two videos, that's what I must do, but, and another thing I point out too is that I didn't look at my walkthrough here before I started recording this, so if I end up doing some blunders while in Ridley's Lair, I do have to apologize for it, but I'm just going on memory right now, so hopefully I won't screw it up too bad. Oh, I have to go up here. Duh. Now from here on out it's gonna look a bit different, like this is the last part of Warfare I have to go through in order to get to where Ridley's Lair entrance is, so shouldn't be too long. See here, there's annoying seahorses and these stupid flying enemies, which I don't like. Just go through here. And here it is. That looks kinda creepy, doesn't it? First thing I should say about Ridley's Lair is that this music I think is pretty cool. It's kinda creepy, yet really pleasing to the ear at the same time. Oh, here's the entrance I was talking about, either going left or right. I'm gonna go left here, and then when I'm done beating Ridley, I'm gonna go through the other side. I'm gonna come in through the right side. Now, first thing I'm gonna do here is get the energy tank, which should be coming up here right after this. Oh, I hate these stupid balls. I mean, they're not too hard to kill, but having to deal with them, and these flying enemies too, gonna be a pain in the neck. Okay, what I'm trying to do now, there is a secret passageway I have to take in order to get through to the other side, which you'll see here in a minute. See here, I found a secret passage, and I go all the way to the left. And the reason why I have to find a secret passage is, you see that part right there? If you don't have the secret passage, unless you have an ice beam and a high jump, you won't be able to go through it. But since I don't have the ice beam, I can't freeze those guys, and I can't go across. Okay, that's good. So yeah! Yeah, I got the energy tank. I'm so happy I did, yeah. Most of the time I don't get it, but see, the big thing about that is that there's an invisible pit right in the middle. And if you're not careful, you can actually fall through there. Which, if you get to that point, just treat it as if you were taking a band-aid off. Just rip it off and don't even think about it. You'll be better off. Oh, I'm so happy I did that. I really did not want to have to do that over again. That's gonna save me a whole bunch of time. See, I'm starting to feel good about this now. Hopefully I don't mess things up too bad here. I think I remember mostly what to do here, but if not, I can always go back and fix it up. In comparison to Kraid's Lair, Ridley's Lair is actually smaller, I think. It is a bit spread out, but once you know where you're going and at, it really shouldn't take you too long to actually get to Ridley himself and defeat him. Okay, let's see if I can do this now. Oh! Not quite. No biggie there. The only thing is that if I went to the other side, I'd just get missiles, which, if I remember correctly, there's actually a way I can actually get through to the other side, but, Oh, this can be a pain in the neck. I don't know what these things are supposed to be. Like I said in the very first video, I don't know what the names of all these enemies are, so I'm kind of giving them really vague names. And here's Ridley. Now, my advice here is that, well, you could use missiles on him, but from here, you just bomb the crap out of him. He does take a lot of hits. And like I said in my review, he kind of looks like the xenomorph that you see in the Alien movies. He has the elongated head and the whip-like scorpion tail and that, and he takes his name after Ridley Scott, the guy that directed the first Alien movie. But he ends up being later changed in the later games to look more like a pterodactyl type creature. So, wow, I didn't realize he took this many hits. It should be there we go. And that's pretty much it for Ridley. And like I said before, I kind of have to take back what I said about defeating the boss and just ending the video, but there's some things here that I want to show you before I end this video and that, and I'm going to end up coming in through the right side of the entranceway, which I told you about several minutes ago. And in this area will be a lot easier about an ice beam, but once again I don't have it. And the reason why I'm in here is because I'll get the 5th energy tank, which is right there. And if you're playing this legitimately, if you do it my way here, you end up taking a lot of damage due to this fiery pit, but again, it's always nice to have that extra energy tank. Of course, go through here, of course causes damage, but no biggie. Now from here on out, I'm kind of going on memory. Like I said before, I'm not looking at a walkthrough or anything, so hopefully I won't screw things up too bad here, so kind of have to bear with me. Oh, these enemies are weird. That's one thing you do have to give this game credit for. Oop. Oh no! like I was saying, there's one thing I do have to give this game credit is there are an awful lot of cool creatures on here, so... Okay, let's see, if I go back this way... There are places throughout Ridley's Lair you can get like missiles and that, which I'm trying to... That's what I'm trying to do here, even though I don't really need the missiles, it's just a little guide to show you where they're at and that, so... These balls are irritating as crap. Toothless Samus is so cool. Yeah, look at that, she says owning. If you're a patient player, you really shouldn't take any damage, but since I'm trying to condense this, trying to make this into one video, I'm kinda not only taking damage, but kinda doing some silly things. Oh, these flying enemies can be a real pain in the neck. So you kinda have to watch out for them. And while I'm talking here, I realize I'm going the wrong direction. So, I'm sorry about that. Alright, just go through the bottom here. And these things take a lot of hits too. I'd suggest using the screw attack on these guys. Now, I forget what was up there. I don't think it's really anything important, but I think there was a secret passageway there, which I'm not even going to waste time on that because it really isn't anything too important that I'm missing out there. Oh, I was going to say, where was I? Oh, there's some missiles right here. Again, I really don't need them, but it's just a point of reference to where they're at. Now, I don't think there's anything over here, but let me just check. Oh! I forgot about that invisible pit there. I don't think there's anything along here. I'm just gonna go ahead and check anyway, just to make sure, but I don't think there's really anything too important here. Let me just see. No. Yeah, I kind of figured, but figured I'd just go back there anyway. If I had an ice beam, I think there's a way I can use the enemies there to try to go back to right around where I face off against Ridley, but obviously I don't have that, so... Okay, make sure I don't get through fall through the invisible pit there, or should I say the invisible hole. I didn't realize this corridor is this long. Wow. Okay, hopefully this won't last too much longer. I think I'm gonna be able to pull this off in one video as long as I don't do anything stupid here, but... Now, I'm not sure how many parts my Craig's Lair one is gonna be. I'm gonna try to shoot for one video for that one too, but who knows. It just depends on how well things go for me when I record and how bad I play in that, so... I always hated going through this part. Especially these flying enemies right here. See, you try to jump, unless you use the screw attack, they're constantly gonna knock you down. See, like right there. Unless you use the screw attack, you're always gonna get knocked back. See right there, I use the screw attack. See, I think I go through here. Let me... I think this is where I go. Oh, see this? Remember how I tried to go across that one pit and I said that all there was missiles? Well, the missiles are right there, so... Again, unless you really hard up for them, then I wouldn't even worry about going back and retrying it. Now, I think it's the next one up and to the left that I need to go through, and I come through to the right. Which should be right up here. Just as long... Oh, gosh darn it. Come on, Samus, use a screw attack. There you go. Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing a screw attack for me. Oh, there we go. Oh, come on. Oh, man, I'm having trouble there. And at the end of this corridor here, this hallway, should be where I meet back at the beginning. Just have to deal with these enemies is all. Pretty sure... I'm not even pretty sure. I know this is where I need to go. And I'm right back at the beginning. I'm come through the right side. And that's pretty much it for Ridley's Lair. And now I'm gonna go back up. And in the next video, I'm gonna go through Craig's Lair. So thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll have the next part up soon. Thank you for watching, and see you again next time.